Good morning, this is 63762, radius 3 curve point, all the way through. Now it's slowing down a little bit because it's got all these coal trucks and obviously it's at the top of a bend, and you can see it's even a slight incline and it does make the difference. And what we're going to do now, swap the points. If you're watching this on a 4K TV, you will see them move, and here's the first one. Whop. And better do the other one. Do the crossover. Right, this is radius 2 curve point, the tightest part of my track. 2A toe, long chassis. Let's see what happens here. Clunked there badly and it's lost its front bogie. Let's stop it. And this is why I say, when you build track, you've got to make sure that you test. Anyway, let's stop the video for a second. Right, I've put the Loco back on the track. It's not even moving. What's happened here? Let's have a look. At least I think I've put it back on the track. Let's have a look. Helps if you put your glasses on, doesn't it? There we go, it is now. And it'll start to move, give it a bit more juice. Here we go. And now you know why that is in a part of my track, and we've done the extension. So we'll try it again. But that's why I say radius 2 into a radius 2 curve point. It's not a good idea. And the reason is 2A toe, this has got a long chassis. Those 8 wheels are stretched out. I'm not surprised. You'll hear it clunk in a second. The bogies have stayed on. However, I wouldn't recommend, if you've got this locomotive and you're building a model railway with radius 2 into a radius 2 curve point, I wouldn't recommend it. What I would have done, if I'd have had the knowledge at the time, is that I've done that as and in the space, that would have been a radius 3. Radius 3 into radius 2, or radius 4 into radius 2. Radius 2 into radius 2, in my opinion, is not a good idea. What we'll do now is we'll have a go at tender first. And that's okay. So you can see that even when you turn the Loco round, it can make everything look fine. So if you're testing a piece of track for a Loco you've got, you really need to test it in all directions. So what I'll do is I'll speed it up and I'll slow it down just as we get to the bend. And we'll try it again just to make sure it's not a fluke. Here we go. Let's see what happens now. Yeah, that's fine. Just a point, before I did the video, with the Loco being Loco first in this direction, it had come off before. And you can see that really is not an issue. Now if I just built this, I would test the Loco in all directions, and I'll do that to show you how you test track thoroughly before you bolt it down. Okay, we're going to run this round Loco first and see what happens. So it's radius 2 curve point into a radius 2, the tightest part of my track, and we'll see what happens. And you can see not a murmur, no problem whatsoever. And this is the thing, when you put, well, I wouldn't do a radius 2 curve into a radius 2 again anyway, but when you're laying track, make sure that you test. It is so important, otherwise it's going to lead to a lot of heartbreak. So here we go again. Coming through a little bit faster. And you can see in anti-clockwise direction it's fine. So bottom line is, where this track is not suitable, is running 63762, a 0280 locomotive, running it through in an anti-clockwise direction, radius 2 into radius 2, the track is not suitable. And we'll change this and put it through nice easy radius 3. And of course it's going to be my mistake, should have changed the point, here we go. And you can see simples. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed seeing me test this Loco, but just one more point to add. When you're testing a Loco, test it Loco on its own, then test it with a heavy load, because the inertia of trucks, etc., does make a difference. Thank you for watching.